Today on Max's Tech Lab, I'm going to be showing you how my fire alarm system works. Hope you enjoy. So if you haven't watched my last video, I would suggest doing that, because then you'll understand why my fire alarm system is now on a big piece of wood. So let's start off with the main panel, because it makes most sense. Okay, so I've got the panel lid unscrewed, so I can just pull it off. The panel is dead, so it's fine for me to be digging around and poking my fingers in. So let's start off with where the power comes in. So down here is where the power comes in, and then it goes into those two connect blocks, and then the positive goes up this group of cables and into the main power switch. Then that goes and jumps to the positive of the main power light, and it jumps to these switches here. It also comes back down this and goes into the pull station output from the panel, which is right there, which runs out here, down, across to that connector block, which connects to the two pull stations that we have. And then that signal, no, we'll do the negative first. So then the negative goes into this big negative bus bar. The negative also comes out here and goes into the output for the alarms, and goes to all your relays and both of your buzzers, and also comes up this cable loom and goes into all of these. Okay, so with the pull stations, the power comes out of the panel and goes into the pull stations. Now, the pull station is literally just a momentary single pole, single throw button. So I'll put a picture up here of what that looks like on the inside, because I'm not going to open it. And they're the exact same. Then that runs back up this, goes up into here, and activates this latching relay. The output from that latching relay goes into the non-silenceable alarms here, and into the silence relay, so that I can silence the buzzer or any other alarms that I put on. Then this relay is basically the reset relay for the latching relay, because the latching relay needs constant power, but in order to reset it, the switch for the reset needs to have constant power, which it doesn't, because it is I guess you could call a tamper-proof like front cover. So you need this key switch, which then gives power to all of these. So basically that key switch just activates this relay, and this relay gives that constant power. And that's the silence, which basically just has a negative and a positive coming from the silence switch. And then on the normally closed is the output for the buzzer. And then when you flick it to silence, it will go to normally open instead of normally closed. And that comes from the latching relay. This last one, again, it's sort of like the latching relay. It's for the trouble. So in order to silence it, it's meant to have constant power from there, except it doesn't, so you just use a relay for that. That brings me to a good point, the reed switch, which is on the magnets on the lid and here. So on the front panel is a trouble light and a trouble silence switch, so that you can silence it. And then you have the pull station input from the pull stations, which just goes to the latching relay. And you have the silenceable alarms and the non-silenceable alarms. They kept falling out of there, so we just put them in this. So let's go from the output of the latching relay, which from the non-silenceable, so to the strobes and that sort of stuff. So that at the top, down here, and into this connector block. So you can see the black for negative and orange in this panel is meant for alarm. So all the orange is basically the alarm circuit, all the green is the trouble, all the black is the negative, and all the red is the positive, which goes down here and then across, and it also goes into two of these wires, which runs across, runs over this pull station terminal block, and then runs up into the emergency light. Now, inside the emergency light is a relay, which turns on the emergency light when it gets power from this alarm cable. And that alarm cable also gives power to this cigarette lighter up here, which connects this special strobe, as I like to call it. This is the solar panel, which, if you don't know what a solar panel is, it basically takes the sun and converts it into electricity. This one at max makes about 3 volts, I think. So that comes down, goes across, joins into this bunch of cables, goes up into here, connects into this solar light, as the emergency lights. So yeah, that is basically it. So I'll activate it for you so you can see it. As you can see, we have main power. This is the main power switch, so it turns off and on. And the trouble buzzer just went off because the lid was too far open. So turn it on. I will silence it because it is very, very loud. And the reason that trouble sounds didn't work even though it was switched on is because this was not on. You can see I have a silence light for when this is silenced and an alarm light. So this part of the video does contain flashing lights. So yeah, I will activate it now. There you go, and okay, the emergency light is dead. Great start, but anyway. So yeah, there it is. And you flick that up to reset it. The only thing about this reset switch, I should probably move it to there, but you can't have it silenced and do walk test, so yeah, because they're on the same one. So you can activate it from any pull station, like so. I don't have the key, but there is a test switch, which I would show you, but I don't have the key with me right now, so I can't show you. Actually, I just found a key for it. So I'll just make sure that's on silent, and then you put it in and turn it, and everything comes on. So yeah, I hope you enjoyed. I hope you learned something, or found something out about my fire alarm system that you didn't know. So yeah, make sure you watch my last video if you haven't already. Make sure to like, share, and subscribe, and I'll see you in the next one. Thanks for watching.